Guys, in one of my other videos I talk about the brown signs in Taiwan, and brown signs point out touristy things, so they're kind of cool. You can just see a brown sign and then follow the signs to get to it and see what kind of tourist attraction it is. And check out the, I don't know how well you guys can read, but as in how clear the video is, not how well educated you are. But top one is Green World, then Wanju Forest Recreational Area, and the last one's my favorite, Fantasy World of Successful Group. That's actually the second time I saw the sign. I saw it a little while back, and I'm like, Fantasy World of Successful Group, and I was like thinking about it, just thinking about that one sign for the last, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, and then I see it again. I'm like, okay, I gotta record this. Fantasy World of Successful Group. So I'm thinking about what that could mean. I'm actually a little pressed on time, so we're not gonna find it. I'm sorry. Maybe some other time. But I'm trying to figure out. But I'm guessing it's probably a bunch of IBM guys who meet and play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm thinking that's like you just follow the sign. It just takes you to like a regular type house. And there's a bunch of guys with like pocket protectors and glasses and shirts and ties, and they're sitting around in the living room playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they're like, hello, welcome to the fantasy world of our successful group of computer guys. Yeah, that's the whole joke. It's over. And then here you got a guy in full gear, and a guy in a t-shirt with his girlfriend on the back, and his girlfriend's wearing a skirt. I'm not saying I haven't done it before. That's what I would look like every time I left the bar, pretty much, Me with my helmet on and some girl. Oh, it's funny. In Canada, I had a roommate, and he didn't have a car. He didn't have a car or a motorcycle. And, when I'd go to the bar, he'd want to go, obviously. And I'm riding my motorcycle, so the rule was, I'll take him to the bar on my motorcycle, but I won't take him home, because generally I would pick up a girl. And so he was okay with that. And then another thing we'd do, too, is we would stop like 2-3 blocks before the nightclub, and he'd get off, and then, well, actually, it wasn't even that far. It was just, the nightclub was in the back of a hotel, and we'd pull into the front of the hotel, and he'd get off the bike, and then he'd walk around to the back, because we didn't want to pull up two guys on a motorcycle. I don't, it's not, I didn't care much about that whole taboo, but I did care a little. Remember one time we were riding through, it was me and my roommate. We were like good friends, we joked around a lot. And we were riding through, downtown area, and on my motorcycle, and we just started like improv acting, and we had a gay lovers spat on the motorcycle, and you should have seen the people on the sidewalk. They were just laughing hard. What do I mean? I'm riding the motorcycle, he's on the back, and we started having a fight, but it was like a very feminine fight. So we were like screaming at each other, and I was like slapping back at him, and he was like slapping me, and it was just a very over the top, flamboyant argument. And it was just funny. Like, if people on the sidewalk, most people thought it was real, because we weren't actually, we were close enough to downtown, but we were in the alternative area, so it's probably the area we're riding through had one of the highest concentrations of gay families in our city. So we were riding through the gay part of town, and we were having this like gay lover spat on the motorcycle. It was just relaxed. Speaking of which, speaking of gay things, used to go to the gay bars sometimes back in Winnipeg. There's one called Happenings, and then there was another one called, don't know the name of the other one. But we'd go the odd time. Gay bars are actually a fairly good place to go to meet women, because some of the super beautiful women, like super hot, they won't go to straight clubs because they get hit on too much. You get every drunk guy walking up to them and hitting on them like every 5 minutes, and it gets annoying for them. They're there with a few female friends, and they just want to dance. That's it. They're going to the club, and they just want to dance. That's it. And instead, every 5 minutes, they got some jock offering to buy them drinks, or like grabbing their ass or whatever, and it's just not a fun place for them. So what a lot of really super hot girls do is they go to the gay clubs, because there's there's obviously some straight guys there, but there's a lot less, and therefore there's a lot less chance of them being hit on. And it's easier for them just to have fun. So it's a good place to go. And then on the odd, and then after a few drinks and they're dancing and they start to have some fun, and then maybe they do feel like talking to a guy or meeting a guy, and maybe they change their mind and they decide they want some like male companionship. And then if you're there, you're one of the few straight guys there, so cha-ching.